Hey guys, welcome back to the channel here. um, got a little fun project today to take on. Um, we're all about adding, well, we've been adding some flower beds and we've been doing, different things with the garden and putting in more beds that way, and just overall trying to kind of add some more beauty to the property. And just make it nice to look at and enjoyable to go out and walk around. So with that in mind, we decided we'd do a little fun project here. It wasn't anything that we had necessarily planned, but we just thought, hey, this would be a fun, great idea. So what we did was we are putting in a little flower bed right here in front of, this is where my dad's apartment is there. Those are his windows there. But we decided we'd use some the landscape timbers that we have to create this flower bed. So the dimensions on this flower bed are kind of 4 feet coming out here is 4 feet. These are 8-foot landscaping timbers. So it makes it easy. We just cut them in half, and it gets us our 4 feet over there. And then we did 8-foot sections here, and then we had the 4 foot there. But this is longer than 16 feet. So it was about 16 feet plus about 26.5 inches. So we had to make some cuts, cut some shorter pieces there to make it the full length there, so that it kind of had some sort of symmetry to it. We wanted to get it so that it came out to the windows. It's a little passed over on that side, but we had a little bit of trouble because right here, as you can see, that is the kind of front porch entry there, and so it serves as a little bit of a storage space. It's kind of messy right now, but not much in there, but we do have, we do use it for storage and stuff. Normally that is closed off with that lattice there, but and I'm sure we'll probably put that back up just to make it look a little nicer. But anyway, yeah, just again, the dimensions are 4 feet. It's 4 feet out from the side of the house there, and then 16 feet, 2 8-foot landscaping timbers plus another 26.5 inches for that. I mean, you could make it any size. If you guys were doing something like this, you could do it any size. You could make it just 16 feet, so you only have 2 landscaping timbers, and you just have to cut the ends. But I think this is going to be just a fun little project. It's not taking very much time at all. I'd wished I had brought the camera out when I was doing all the landscaping timbers, because just so you guys could see how I built it. But basically, these landscaping timbers are about 2.5 inches thick. And so I just grabbed some 4-inch screws and I just laid down the first layer, and then anchored it on the corners and at the joints, or at the corners. I screwed in diagonally here, and I'll kind of show you. So here I just screwed a 4-inch screw diagonally into the side there, and that way it holds everything together there, and it adds some strength. And then basically just screwed it down into the next one, and as I went up, so it makes it nice and sturdy. The dirt's not going to be able to push it out or anything, and it'll look great once it's done. Now all I got to do is get some plastic to line the bottom for a little bit of a weed barrier, and then we will I'll be able to start putting all that dirt that's in the back of my truck there. It probably won't take all of it, but it will probably take maybe half of it. I think that's probably 2 to 3 yards of soil there, so I'm sure it'll help lighten the load on the pickup truck because it's squatting down a little bit. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get some plastic and then get the truck backed up here so I can just toss it right from the bed of the truck right into the garden bed. All right, we'll go ahead and get our supplies. All right, we got our plastic. I'm just gonna start rolling it out and cutting it. All right, we got the plastic laid down. Should provide a nice weed barrier for our flower bed. Kind of overlaps a little bit, so it'll even get more protection there. So, all right, I think we're ready for some soil. As you can see, just how much that truck is squatted down. The tow hitch is just barely maybe an inch off the ground. So we'll go ahead and get this truck here a little lighter. All right, guys, we have got the bed all the way filled up here. I'd say probably took a little less than half what was in the bed here. So, but it is starting to rain, and so I stopped filming so I could throw a tarp over the top of the dirt here and kind of ratchet strap the tarp down to the truck here so we can keep all that dirt, at least for the most part, dry, so it doesn't turn into a big pile of mud, because shoveling dirt is hard enough, but shoveling mud, heavy wet dirt, even not as much fun as you know, if it was a little bit lighter and drier. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video right here. But guys, I think that bed turned out well, and again, it's just another little fun project we're doing kind of this spring and summer to kind of just beautify our... All right, guys, just wanted to give you guys a final kind of walkthrough and tour of the garden bed that we put in front of my dad's apartment. It turned out really well. You guys saw me get it all built and filled, and so now I'm going to show you kind of what we planted in here. So this is kind of the final planting here. I think it turned out really well. We were able to get kind of a variety of flowers in here, add some, you know, splashes of color, and I'm sure they'll only grow more as we get more into summer here, but it turned out really, really well. I think we're gonna do some more of these. Probably do another one maybe over here, and then over on the other side of the camper we'll probably put another one in there. But for this one, it worked really, really well. We're happy. So all in all, another good fun project that adds a little beauty to the property and just makes things a little bit more inviting and more nice. So a little bit at a time, that 1% every day, and we just keep plugging away at it. So thank you guys for following along and watching our journey as we, you know, try to make our home and our property into a place that's going to be a blessing not only for us but for others. So guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.